It's your Hump Day.
Hump Day, yeah!
High Noon Atlanta radio show for the entrepreneurs to the small business owners and nonprofit organizations hang out for their opportunity to be on the ledge. Now, let's welcome your host, Carl Callender.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining On the Ledge. We're going to have a great show today. I just want to let everyone know that when you come on this platform, we're here to spotlight your business, to give you extra exposure so people know what you are about, what are you doing, and pretty much what you got to offer as far as your services. We also want to make sure that we touch base on your journey because everyone's journey is different. No one's the same. So we're going to talk about self-love. We're going to talk about self-motivation. We're going to talk about never giving up because there are times where you want to say, am I really going to do this? Can I do this? But when you don't quit, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I have a great guest here that I am so excited about. Her name is Kenyetta Gordon. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Wonderful.
Yes. And the name of her company is called Gordon. Is it Gordon?
Gordon Branding Group.
Branding Group. I want to say consulting group for some reason because you've been consulting me for the last couple of days on what I'm doing.
Well, that's what we do. We do consulting.
Making sure I'm on point, okay? And I appreciate everything because I this is new to me. And I do need to work on the branding a little bit. I've been trying to work on it on my own. But when my pockets get right, I'm going to come see you. When my pockets get right, I'm going to see you. And we do have a person in here that actually works hand in hand with you. So I'm going to let you introduce her since she's hiding in the cut. She didn't want to get on the mic today, but we're going to put her on the spot real quick.
Oh, I said you're just going to put her on the spot like that?
Yes, I am.
No, but today we have Kenyetta, Gordon Branding's group own in-house public relations specialist. She works with all of our clients to get them out there, PR work, pitching them, along with myself.
Yes.
And the Gordon Branding Group, the brand,
Yes.
We still have to pitch us. We still have to get us out there.
Definitely. So let's talk about how long you've been in business, and let's just talk a little bit about just the company as a whole.
Well, Gordon Branding Group was officially established May 15th of 2017. Okay. But Gordon Branding Group was a dream of mine from about 20 years ago, out of high school into college, and life situations happen. But I started Gordon Branding Group, when in May of last year. I've always been into marketing. I went to school for fashion marketing. I started out at Barter College, and then I went to AIU for fashion marketing. Life situations happened, but then I ended up going back to Atlanta Technical College and did business management and marketing.
Okay.
Where I am now officially the chairwoman for the advisory board at Atlanta Technical College Marketing Department.
Great. When did you become the chairperson?
Woman, okay?
Woman.
We in the day and the age of the woman, okay?
Yes, we are. I'm not going to argue about that one. Yes, we are.
So, yeah, I have to say that woman in there. But it was last month, officially, last month.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's quite recent. Okay, cool. Now, if anyone needed to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Well, of course, branding, we have to brand the name. So on any platform, Gordon Branding Group, www.gordonbrandinggroup.com, Instagram at Gordon Branding Group, Facebook, Gordon Branding Group. Same thing on what's the other platform?
Twitter,
yes.
On Twitter?
Same thing on LinkedIn. But if you want to get in contact with moi, yes, Instagram, it's official KLYN, official Kaylin.
Got it.
Okay, and then same thing on Kenyetta Gordon on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel.
You do have
Gordon.
A YouTube channel, okay? Because I need to know that too. Okay.
Yes, YouTube is where I post. I have my business bestie convos.
Okay.
Where me and a friend would come in and we sit down and just talk business stuff. I
like that.
I got the idea because my friends and I, we don't go out and we don't talk mess or gossip. We go to restaurants and we eat, and we always seem to talk business. But it's on a fun level.
It's on a fun level. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So we just sit down and we talk different topics, that need to be talked about, or situations that may have happened with, clients without saying who it was. But, whatever may happen with the client that we have, I'm sure there's millions of other people out there who have been in the same situation or who may need the same advice.
Right.
So I bring up topics like that, along with, just how to, motivational topics,
Okay.
Stuff like that, in this day and age.
So when y'all go out and eat, I always ask this question. I just know the ladies, y'all are always hungry. Y'all always want to eat. I mean,
well, you can't leave out the wine.
Well, the wine too, because you don't want no sodas. You want a glass of wine. Mm-hmm. So let's say just for you, when you do these type of gatherings, is there a particular location that y'all go to, or y'all have?
Well, right now we're doing it in my office, but when it warms up, it's gonna all change. So the goal is I want us to go to different restaurants and eat, and I'm looking for restaurants that are owned by women.
Okay.
Or may have women chefs in there. We go to those restaurants, sit down and talk, and then give our review on the restaurants. The food, what's the best thing to get from there, and talk and just talk regular talk business or just girl talk.
Gotcha. Got you. Now I do know that we do have a young lady that has a show on here. Her name is Jay, and she has a show called Atlanta Certified. She knows everything about Atlanta. Okay. So I will get with her and find out some of these locations that you prefer, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have a couple of options. So I'll make sure I get in touch with her. And matter of fact, her show is later on today at 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know about Atlanta, that's a great show to listen to. She has all the information. Great. So let's do this. Where are you from originally?
I am originally from the home of the jazz, the great old New Orleans. Oh, New Orleans, baby, yes.
Okay. Yes. So you're a Falcon fan? Let's get to this. You're a Falcon fan now?
Do you want me to continue sitting in this seat right here and continue this interview?
Hey, come on now. You trapped in there. You can't even get out. I got you trapped. You can't go nowhere for another 20 minutes.
Can I crawl up underneath here?
So I guess that answer is no.
No, I am black and gold. Black and gold runs through my blood.
Okay, all right.
My veins.
I was just checking there. So let's do this here. Now, talk about I know your business is growing, and I know you just I think hired 2 people.
I've hired 3 people actually.
You hired 3 people, so go ahead and give them a shout out, because I'm pretty sure they're listening to the show and they would love to hear their name on radio.
Yes, shout out to, we've already said Quisha Ashley, our PR superstar, and then we have Emanice. Emanice is our fashion designer. I'm so excited to announce that we now have a fashion marketing division. Since that's what I originated from when I went to school for fashion marketing. So now we have a fashion marketing division. She's our in-house fashion designer. And, we help clients who want to get into the fashion industry actually design their brand, do market implementation, market development. So we help them with development to...
Keep going. Keep going. I forgot I was going to do some motions back and forth with my engineer here.
Oh, because
no, you can just continue talking.
We do product development, and so she does all the design. She went to school at Clark, Atlanta, and then got her master's at SCAD. She's amazing at what she does, Okay. And then we have Jeremy, and Jeremy's our graphic designer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Isaiah, who is our videographer. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for clients, like when we're doing Instagram videos, sit down and do that, or photo shoots and things like that. He does the behind the scenes and put the videos together and everything. So that's Isaiah. So yeah, that's our team.
Did you name 3, or did you just name like 5 different people?
I named 4.
Okay, 4. Because I was like, hold on, that sounds more than 3. Okay, I'm trying to keep up here.
Yeah, I named 4. Yeah, because when I started Gordon Branding Group, I started out with just working with like small startup businesses, and then I started realizing that their businesses weren't set up right, and you can't just go straight into marketing and straight into branding or things like that if your foundation is not correct.
Right.
And I always tell them, like, I'm not going to brand you if your foundation is not set up right for you to go all the way to from A to G, and we got to go right back to A. And then you end up being stagnant,
right.
and we have to start all over again.
Yeah.
So, and then I realized that people were using, like, their brand wasn't consistent. It wasn't cohesive. And so they would go to someone and they would do their company name and then go to someone and do their website and do their logo, and everything didn't flow together.
Right.
And so that's when I designed Model Gordon Branding Group to be a full in-house branding and marketing firm agency. So where when you come to Gordon Branding Group and you say, this is my idea, this is what I want, we help you from ideation, to implementation.
Right.
And our whole team, myself as the brand marketing strategist, the PR, the graphics, the web development, and we sit down as a team and we come up with the best strategy. After doing, we do case analysis, market analysis, and after we do the market analysis, we come up with a different strategy, and then we sit down with our clients and say, okay, we think step A or step B would be the best choice for you.
Nice.
So which one should we do? And then we as a team, we know each step that needs to be done, and we're working together so that client's brand can be consistent, can be just great.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going to get the total package there.
Get the total package, not just PRs,
Right.
not just marketing, it's everything.
It's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you for breaking that down, too, because they need to know that. They need to know how you operate.
Yes.
Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break here in a second here. And when we come back, we're going to get into real deep. We're going to talk a little bit about your past and your journey. And that's part of being on the ledge. And find out why you are a jumper. Why did you make that jump? All right? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're on the ledge. Welcome back, everybody. We were playing a little Bruno Mars there, and we kind of got lost in the music there. But we're back right now. We're back, and once again, we got Miss Kenyetta Gordon here, with Gordon Branding Group. I got it right.
Now you got to get my name right.
Go ahead.
Hesitant.
I am. You know why? Because I'm so. You know why? Because I try not to mess up on people's names. Is this a pet peeve of mine? Because I might break it down to the very last syllable. I'm like a 3-piece. So.
I think you try not to say Kenyetta.
Yeah, I am.
And people always like Kenyetta. I'm like, no, it's Kenyetta.
Kenyetta. Bam. See?
I was named after one of the most powerful kings of Kenya, Jomo Kenyetta.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
See, I just learned something today.
Look him up.
I am.
My godfather named me. He was from Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you done one of those ancestry lookups to see exactly where your heritage?
My family is.
Okay.
But I haven't.
You haven't?
I just know Creole and I forget what Indian or whatever else.
Okay.
And black.
Okay.
But my daddy always like, I'm not Creole. That's just another name that they try and put on us.
Okay.
We're black.
We're black. Gotcha. Now speaking of that, let's definitely dive in on your upbringing and let the people know your journey, and how did you get to this point and the obstacles that you had to go through, because we briefly talked, but this is why you're here. You're about to let loose here. I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
Before I go into this, I'll be like a little hesitant, like, okay, how do I do this? Like,
well, you know what? Once you share your story, trust me, it's going to be attractive, because the people are going to start attracting to you, and they can say, "Hey, she's regular. She's been through the struggles."
I've been through some struggles. Like my struggles, I tell people all the time. People would think that I am lying if I told them all that I have been through. Like my cousins used to tell me, "Girl, like your life is like a soap opera." You know, it's just the trials and that I've been through, the tribulations and everything I've been through. I growing up, my mother was a minister, so very, very strict.
Okay.
Very strict. So, but
how strict? Since you said that and you gave me that look, how strict was she?
Strict.
Wow.
Like strict. Like,
did you always have to wear a dress? You couldn't wear pants
not like that.
or anything like? Okay.
No, not like that. Not like that. But it's just like, you can't. I would be like, Ma, everybody, like, we used to go to the skating ring.
Mm-hmm.
Ma, I want to go to the skating ring. Well, you got to be back home by 9 o'clock. Well, the skating ring not open till 8 o'clock. Well, I guess you can't go.
Wow.
So all my friends were at the skating ring. I couldn't spend the night at people's homes when I was a kid. Why you got to stay the night? No, you stay right at home.
Wow. Okay. I understand now.
So, yeah. So, and then being a preacher's kid, so once I got out there, I was kind of like, what's out there?
Right.
But you can say my story. I did get, I got pregnant at the age of 19, had him almost at 20, whatever else. Get out of, as soon as I got, right before I got pregnant, I had got accepted to Bauder College.
Okay.
And at that time, Bauder College was like the for fashion or whatever.
Right.
And I went there, and I started school even while I was pregnant, because I was determined. Had my son, went right back to school, started school, had him, and the next week I'm back at school, whatever else, because I'm determined. Like, this is what I'm a very determined person. I come from a background of family members who didn't allow their struggles to hinder them from being great. My dad was a successful business owner in New Orleans. He owned a known printing company in New Orleans. Did a lot of stuff for the government, city politicians and things like that. My grandfather owned his own like construction business, things like that. My aunt, psychologist,
right.
Like my family member are successful people, no matter the struggles. They had hard times, but they didn't let it define them.
Was that pressure on you to do the
No,
same?
it just came naturally.
Okay.
Like I didn't realize until recently, like all that stuff just came naturally.
Okay.
Like being an entrepreneur just came, and I hate that word entrepreneur, but being a business owner,
right.
I feel like entrepreneurship puts a label on people, like, oh, they're just an entrepreneur, they're trying to do something. But like my goal is, I always say, when you brand your company, your business, build it how you want to see it 10 years from now. And
Right.
I see Gordon Brandon Group as one of the top marketing agencies owned by a minority and a female, a woman.
Right.
So that's why I separate myself from my company. I want people to see the company and not
Right.
see Kenyetta Gordon.
Okay.
You know, because it's not just me, it's a team of people within the agency.
Correct.
And that's why I don't like entrepreneur, because people say, oh, she has a business, so then they try and like, oh, maybe she can give me this discount, give me that. No.
Woo-hoo.
So I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, so you
don't
got
put
a lot of
label on
people
me.
coming to you with their hand out. Uncle, what can I get? Can I get something free?
I don't do that.
Right, because
You know?
time is money. My skill set is worth something. It has value.
Exactly. And then I always say train how you set your company up, and that's a part of branding. You know, you sit down and you write down how you want your company to be. It's like a blueprint.
Right.
Before construction is done on a building, a house, you have to get the blueprint and lay it out, right?
Right.
And you have to write down how the format, how you want to design all the supply that you need for it and everything.
Right.
That's what building your business is. And when you begin to write all that down, you're defining your company. So then when you open, you already have your standards set, everything written down, the rules and regulations. So you train your consumers on how to be consumers to your business.
Right.
You know.
Now, I was going to let you go, but no, we're going to get back to your
Oh, yeah.
story.
I said, I was like,
we got to
keep
get back
going.
to that story.
'Cause okay, let me go back.
I'm looking at the time, and
Okay.
you got to get the story in.
So just, struggles. I had no one to keep my son. I was working at the daycare. I would leave my son at school with the lady in the kitchen. She would watch my son, and then I would take the taxi to I lived in Riverdale at the time. Take the taxi to the airport, take that MARTA, and go to school at AIU, and then I would take the train back to the airport. 10 o'clock at night, take a taxi from the airport and go pick my son up.
Wow.
All this. And then I having struggles and just trying to be a single mom. I had no support, no help,
You didn't have no help.
I had no help regardless. So I'm doing this all on my own. Then all of a sudden, fortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's a little baby, I got pregnant again.
Okay.
And then one day I just kept passing out during my pregnancy. And it was like, oh, you're just dehydrated. So then finally my doctor was like, no, you need to go to emergency. I need to check something out. And then...
I'm thirsty. Go ahead.
And then, and so then she's like, she wanted to pull blood from my pulse ox. And I was just in so much pain. She was like, Kenyetta, you have to do this. I'm really worried about something. So I finally that's like the most excruciating pain, to pull blood from your pulse ox and
Wow.
from your pulse. And so come to find out, my oxygen level was at 62. They did scans on me. I had a pulmonary embolism.
Whoa.
A massive pulmonary embolism the size of a thumb. They're like, I don't understand how you're still alive.
Seriously?
Yeah. And so they kept saying, you have to abort. And I was like, I'm not aborting. I seen an angel in the right-hand corner. And so
When they say abort what?
like an abort my baby. I was 5 months pregnant at the time.
At the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ended up having her. They did an antivase acid, through my body. And then I ended up having her. So I'm still determined. I'm going to, success is in my blood, Life situations came along. Then my ex I was with for a minute. I did one of them things, females. My story is too much, for this time frame. But I went through a domestic abuse, after being with him for 15 years, he would tell me, oh, you can't do this. I would try, try and start a business. Oh, no, you're not doing it right. Do it this way, And he was very successful, great at what he does, But he was just a narcissist,
Wow.
And so domestic abuse there. Then the last time an incident happened, and he told me, you are nothing. He told me, you're nothing without me, and I'm about to show you by taking everything. He said, I'm about to take everything away from you, show you you're nothing without me. And that's when he took my house. He took the house. He took the car that he had just bought me for my birthday that I wanted. And then, come to find out while we were together, he went to court and told the judge that he didn't know where I was and got custody of our daughter. And I found that out after the domestic situations. And so for like 3 years, I was in and out of court, and he literally sat there on the stand and told the judge that he didn't know where I was, that he did tell the judge that he didn't know where I was, and depression, everything else. So that one thing that he told me, that you're nothing without me and I'm about to show you, it always stuck with me because, for one, I'm stubborn. I know I'm great. I know I've always been smart. Mm-hmm. I know if I put my mind to something, I make it happen. And I have my dad in my blood, so he's a very stubborn person. And so that's when that one thing he told me, that I was nothing without him. I was like, you wouldn't. And that one thing, when he told me that, I told him, I said, you are not my God.
Right, definitely.
So I told myself I was not about to allow somebody to define who I am. And I went back to my roots. And that's why I tell people, that's why my journey is called the Walk Through Your Tunnel. And when you sit back and you think about, all the stuff that I've been through, I was crying like, why is me? Why me? Why can't life be great for me? And
keep going.
When you think about when you're getting ready to drive through a tunnel, the tunnel looks very small.
Right. And
that's the trial that you're going through. And it becomes a domino effect. And then so you're driving through that tunnel and it just begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's the trials that you're going through. And you got to just keep walking through and fighting and knocking down those trials and those tribulations in order to be great. And you got to learn. You can't just walk through. You got to learn along the way. And if you don't learn the lessons you're supposed to learn, you're going to get knocked back down, But you got to learn, because at the end of that tunnel is what? A huge light, right?
Huge.
And so once you walk through that, and then you begin, when you first get through that light, you're like, wow. And then that's your chrysalis stage, like a butterfly. And then after that, you emerge, and then it's just like you begin to fly like a beautiful butterfly. And you take all the lessons that you've learned. And so don't look at your past as an S on your chest, because my past is not my scarlet letter. My past is my success. My past is my story. My past is my superwoman. I'm Shira. I'm like all the S's that you can think of, that's your winning trophy, So, yeah, and that's why I also created Her Brand.
Her Brand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you something. We got about 2 minutes left, and I wish we can go deeper with the story. I'm gonna work on an hour show. I see 30 minutes. This is not long enough. So this is what I want you to do. Definitely, I want you to leave us with some words of inspiration, and also reiterate how everyone can get in touch with you for your services.
Okay. Well, my words of inspiration is, manifest your goals. Write them down. Believe in yourself, and knock away all those people that don't believe in you, but just continue on fighting through your struggles. You can contact me. I have a blog. It's also KenyettaGordon.com. You can contact me at the office, Gordon Brandon Group, at 404-736-9281. Social media, official KLYN. And stay tuned. End of next year, actually beginning of the year, I'm having my 2019 manifestation calendar book come out. Okay. And then by the end of 2019, the app, How to Manifest Your Goals. Every single detail, step by step, you'll be able to work your way to being successful. Within a year and a half of being in business, a year and 5 months of being in business, I began to generate 5 figures within my company. So I know it works.
You know it works.
I know it works.
I know. We talked about that before the show. All the stuff that you put down on paper and in detailed form, mm-hmm. and how it's manifested itself so far, and we're still going, mm-hmm. still moving. I want to thank you for coming on the show today, and I greatly appreciate you sharing your information with us, because you was talking about a year ago you was a shy person, but I told you I didn't see that. so that's motivation, and that's growth within itself within 1 year.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, no doubt. And I wanted to let everybody know, I want to thank my international listeners, because I love saying this. I said it last week. I want to thank the folks that's listening in Sweden, the UK, Belize, Mexico City, and I think that's it. I think there's one more, but I can't remember. Well, once again, I want to let you know we're always live every Wednesday at 12 noon on iHeartRadio. We also have our playbacks and podcasts on iHeartRadio, as well as YouTube, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Thank you once again for joining the show. We appreciate you. You've been on The Ledge. Have a great day.
And boom, there it is. Thank you for listening to On the Ledge with Carl Callender. Don't fall off. Be sure to come back next week. See you then.